Oh, it's nice to be back on stage. It's a dream. This is how it's being done. Let's just reshuffle a bit. Okay, just to move a bit, you listened a lot about interesting things. It's about networking. And we have a request. Stand up, all of you, briefly. Stand up, all of you. Great picture. Beautiful. Beautiful picture, you know. Now, to the person right of you and left of you, just shake hands. Just get to know each other. Even if you say, I know this person anyway. Yeah, he's not in the green range, a few more percentage points are missing, but still a nice person. Just welcome this person as well. Look into his eyes. And there's one behind, just turn around. There's one person sitting behind you, say hello. That's how it all starts. Grassroots networking. Now, take your seat once again. Now you are somehow, family. We've heard that together you will shape the market. Competitors become cooperation partners. Beautiful image. We love that as cabaret actors. Now we would like to take up what we have just heard. We have seen it's extremely important that in the workshops trainings take place. It becomes ever more difficult and complex. The parts, we don't really know what parts, for what parts the training needs to be organized. Why, for what part would a person for training come? Part or product group? The two-mass flywheel, I don't really know. The two-mass flywheel, I don't know what it is. Does it really exist? Okay, probably, with Dello, you have it in the shelf, the flywheel, two-mass flywheel. So whatever it is, I will organize a training on it in a minute. But we need you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start neutral. And then every one of the three of us can just stop the scene, shout stop, and then we need you. We need you shouting in how the scene shall go on, how we should play on, in what style. Before it was music, but it could be much more. Could be films, types of films. Not a typical film like Star Wars. What genre would that be? Science fiction. Yeah, science fiction. It could be science fiction or any other genre. The headlines in the videotapes. Types of literature, what you read, or entertainment in TV or music, no matter what is, you just shout it in, and then we stop, and then we do it with a two-mass flywheel. Two-mass flywheel. I don't really know what it is. Let's do it now. Enjoy it. Good morning. I'm really nervous. I've just worked on the two-mass flywheel. I had a problem, but now it's okay. I'm here. We thought we need to more intensively train you. The parts are following the know-how. Don't look at me like that, That's where people really know how to deal with parts, and that's where customers will come and the parts will come if you want to sell. In the future, you need to know how this two-mass flywheel works. It's so early in the morning. I have not slept well till 9 o'clock in the evening. I try to find a solution between O, E, I, M. Probably you try to identify 5 parts, Google the lowest price, instead of addressing a logistics organizer. In what genre shall we go on? Romanticism. That's a question of your heart. If you find the wholesaler you trust. It's not about any parts. No, not really. It's always about parts. It's about the very soul of the car. It's much more, Charlotte. Don't you think so? As you say now, a two-mass flywheel. I never thought with much love you dedicate to spare parts, and you only want to sell. He really has the heart. He understood the heart of the engine. O-E-I-I-M. Sometimes I don't really know. At that time, I visited your brother and took over in England. Now it goes on like a Western. That's how it was in this business. There is only place for one wholesaler. My friend, let me tell you, I shoot a dello, an indent, to your car body. Well, one thing is sure. I am the one who decides whether I offer OE to my customer or IAM. You want to say, sometimes it's the very same parts. It only has a different name label on it. Tell me you didn't know that. I'm such an honest person. Only the stupid customer doesn't know. You know, you need customers if you're a wholesaler. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Go on. Another genre. What film? Maybe from that side. Science fiction. Science fiction. Okay. Now let's talk about qualification. Is it a hologram of a two-mass flywheel? Yeah, flywheel. The two-mass flywheel needs to be reconfigured with the two-matrix system. Well, I'm here at the training how it's to be done, you know. You shall tell me. I only have one mass flywheel. The second mass was not supplied because of logistics. They are dropped in a black hole. In this time of the galaxy, there are wholesalers that cover everything within the range of 60 light years. You have to do something because, you know, someone might have the idea to come in like the Chinese Indians, you know. It's so clear that everything goes to the black hole of night logistics. Night logistics. We need someone who can deliver over the day, not over the night. Every 2 light days, a wholesaler needs to come. Stop, I don't understand. Anything else? How shall we go on? What genre? Literature? Pornography? Okay, then we have done that. Okay, then that's over. The lady wanted that. You know, we as wholesaler have the do it for me series. Do it for me or do it yourself. I do it often enough. Well, I bring 2 masses with me. I've got the flywheel. Stop that! Stop that. And that's on the International Women's Day. Today is International Women's Day. 2 masses. There may be an author, a famous author. Mark Twain. Great. I shouldn't have asked that. Shakespeare. Maybe more people know Shakespeare than Mark Twain. Mark Shakespeare from the Netherlands. Okay. No. The flywheel, nice wheel, reminds me that you have to qualify. It's not the wheel, not the elan. If the Chinese come, he will kill us. Because then it's over with the free market. But I tell you, IAM and OE, oh Gemini, what you speak definitely is right. And once the wall breaks down between the 2 areas, the Chinese will move away. What would you say? Flywheel, right, left, stop, next genre. One other genre. Police story. Something is going wrong here. Now you have been telling us a few things that I don't think that they're fully true. Maybe in terms of price you have been lying to us. Probably there are other parts that are not the least different than the over parts, but still cheaper. Okay, I admit there are 4 different air filters with 4 different parts numbers, but it's the same air filter of 2 Mars flywheels. That's the same. I have just recorded what you have admitted. If the Peugeot people hear that, they can prepare well for the future. I will lean back, relaxed. You know, many of you I've seen living and dying. Stop that. Maybe a musical genre. What kind of musical genre? The colleague has to do something here. Just go to the flywheel and just do it. Go for it. You want to feel it. All right, we go out. We start a new wholesale business. We will sell not only in Europe, but we'll also conquer the Chinese market. That's a single Mars flywheel, and there is another one, and together we will fly. 2 Mars flywheels fly really nicely, and you can get them OE or IRM. Both is possible, and this is so wonderful. Just with PSA today, everyone has seen it. Such a 2 Mars flywheel is so beautiful. 2 flywheels are better than 1. And for that reason, we work together and not alone. And later on, I say networking will happen. Just enjoy the day at the after sales meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. It was a great pleasure to be with you today, this morning, and we wish you all the best of success. A lot of interesting talks, and wherever you work, small wholesaler, producers, parts dealer, be successful. Thank you.